So we are live with IAD. My name is Chris Pfluger. I'm your managing director here at IAD Florida. And what's very exciting is two things today. We're coming to you live from our new global training center here in Orlando, Florida. And that's exciting in and of itself. But we're also introducing to you to a new team member who's joined us, who is our head of agent support. Her name is Katie Acosta. Katie, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thank you so much for having me on this morning, and welcome everybody to our Global Training Center.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, people don't understand exactly the commitment that we have, to training and to the agent support side. And so that's why we want to talk a little bit today, some of the differentiators about IAD, well different than your traditional real estate models and anything else we've seen in the United States. So let's talk a little bit about the role of head of agent support, because Katie, one of the number one complaints I've always heard was, hey, listen, in most of these models, I can't get a hold of my broker. I can't get a hold of someone. I can't get an answer. They wanted me to put on these virtual reality goggles and wander around, or the term take a ticket came up quite a bit, and I never hear from anybody. So in our model, it's very, very different because we're here solely to support the agent, whether it's a traditional model, a cloud model, anything else. This is the best way to handle it, and I can tell you why. So why don't you tell us what the role of agent support really is and how it works?
Well, I like to think we're anything but traditional. So here at IAD, we are a mentorship model. So when I say that, it means that there's various levels of support for our agents. And something that's very important for me personally as a sales manager and now as head of agent support at IAD is to make sure that we get our agents prompt responses. We follow up with our emails. We call them. If we see that maybe they're struggling with something, we're reaching out to them proactively. We also have mentors, and we also have you, of course, as our broker. So our agents have a lot of different levels of support that they can turn to, and I'd like to think that there's never a question left unanswered.
Well, that is very different. And again, that alleviates that. And again, today's our 16th anniversary. Today is.
Happy
And
birthday.
the excitement around that is we're growing very rapidly here in the state of Florida and the entryway to the United States. So we're very, very excited about that. But the reason that we're seeing such growth and the excitement around it is because it's unique, right? It's something that they can't get anywhere else in Florida or in the US for that matter, because of the way our model is set up. And it was designed 16 years ago, and it's still more relevant today than it was even then, right? The digital aspect of it, the global reach, the agent support, the agent-centric model. People say that in other models, but they don't really understand the level that we actually provide. So that support goes well above and beyond. And again, to the extent that we have our own global training center here in Orlando, which is one of the first things we've actually done to launch IAD in Florida. So very, very exciting times. But Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself. So you didn't just start yesterday. You have a tremendous amount of experience. So tell us a little bit about your history as well.
Thank you. Yes. So I have over 20 years of experience as a real estate manager. I'm also a Florida real estate broker. I've been working in the Central Florida area for more than 20 years now, helping agents with everything from, onboarding to helping with contracts to doing training classes. So I've gotten to know a lot of the top professionals in the Central Florida and across the state, because we all know that agents move from place to place as well. So having that reach, and really, I've worked with some amazing agents over the years, and I'm looking to bring my experience here to IAD.
Well, we're certainly happy to have you on board. And again, one of the key elements to having that agent support role is that agents are actually assigned to an individual. It's not round robin, it's not anything else. So when they're assigned, if they're talking to you, they talk to you all the time. They have your number, you have their number, and you can help them with almost anything that has to do with the business, their rev share, their commission checks, their marketing, accounting, anything that has to do with the actual business itself. You have someone to contact on a daily basis, in addition to that mentor, in addition to the broker, in addition to the head of our communications or training departments. We have so many people here for you. And again, our whole responsibility is working and making sure those agents are successful. So I am very excited to have you on board, and you and the team, obviously, on the agent support side. And again, that's going to be our largest team in the entire state, on
Mhm.
everything we do within the United States. The largest team we have at IAD is always going to be the agent support team. And we're excited to have you joining, bringing all that experience. And again, any questions that you have, or anyone who wants to meet Katie, knows Katie, wants to ask more questions, you can find out below at the join-iad.com. You certainly can reach out to either one of us. We're happy to talk. Katie, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Chris.